Upon first glance at the name, Civilization 4 Colonization may sound like an expansion pack in the vein of Beyond the Sword or Warlords. But semicolon or no, this is not the case. Colonization is actually a remake of the classic Sid Meier game from the 1990s, using the upgraded aesthetics and gameplay of Civ 4. The resulting concoction is a stylish and modern game that does not sacrifice the original game's appeal. Anyone who has taken a high school history class will know the basic setup of colonization. You start off with a lone boat full of European colonists off the coast of an unexplored continent. You then establish a settlement and start harvesting raw materials, refining those materials for trade, and interacting with the natives. Just like in the original game, it's all about specializing your settlements and balancing the needs of your own people and your colony's need to expand. You can then do things like build roads to facilitate trade, create religious climates to attract more people into your fold, and defend against hostile natives or rival European colonies. From here, the game somewhat differs from your standard Civ experience. Whereas there are a lot of different victory conditions in Civilization, the spark of revolution here is the sole objective. As your settlements prosper, the king will take a bigger and bigger cut of the profits, which will ultimately lead you to declare your own independence. People who are unhappy with the multiple victory paths in Civilization will probably like this single goal a lot more. And there is a surprisingly emotional weight to this assertion of autonomy. You put a lot of effort into making your settlement prosper, so seeing your settlement throw off a tyrannical king is really a great moment. You can also establish your own constitution, and your choices will help further define your colony.
Lay out ourselves in the service of mankind.
The difficulty of the game is one of its main issues. This is not a game that you can win easily the first time. Even if you're an expert at economics, it's very easy to get wiped out if you don't know how to defend against the king's armies. Further, you'll never progress if you can't raise enough revolutionary fervor among the colonists. Usually in Civilization, one of your strengths can help smooth out your other shortcomings as a leader, but that's not the case in Colonization. It took me at least 3 full games to really start to get the hang of it, and I played a lot of the original Colonization. However, once you do get a grasp of the game, it's quite fun. The remake improves on a number of things. Trade is finally automated by assigning stock limits and import-export tags, so you don't have to do everything by hand, and the interface is clean and informative. Unfortunately, it does require a lot of switching back and forth to assign colonists to the right jobs, and there are things like roads and pioneers that are kind of hard to see against a busy background. But besides that, the Civ 4 engine is as solid as ever here. Colonization is a brilliant remake. It fixes some problems that the original game had, but it still preserves its spirit. Not every player will enjoy the micromanaging of this game, but this one is very exceptional. If you're not easily scared off by the trials and tribulations of colonizing the New World, then definitely be sure to give this game a look. For the full written review, head over to IGN.com.